Hello, Pure Shrimp Squad. Today we're going to look at this orange eye Taiwan, I should say, but it's not really Taiwan anymore. These are more the B type. But we're going to look at this tank, and this is just a let's call it an update on this tank. It's more like a close down, as this tank will be redone. The soil haven't been really that good, and so it's I think it's time for making a new tank. And I haven't done a VC here for a week, I think maybe even two, as I had to skip this tank last time as there was no more water. And as you can see, I have a bunch of eggs from Nerity snails. Uh, yeah, I thought there was only one in here, but I think there must be two. But I have to redo this tank. You can see there's this filter right there and the filter behind. It looks so dirty. I think it's just air bubbles you see, though, from this one, but I'm not 100% sure. And the glass are pretty dirty as well, you can see that. But this little beauty of a collection of shrimp, I think I will just put in the cull tank. Or maybe put up for auction or something. We have floaters everywhere up here growing pretty good. I can take the light more behind. You can see the Cameroon moss growing pretty good. Pretty good. And the shrimps are they're not really let's say I have had better tanks. Of course there are some younger generations in here, but definitely not what the amount that should be. There should be tons, and there are not. I think the soil is completely depleted, unfortunately. Um, So that will be fine to redo this tank. I have found out one more thing, that this tank is way more hot than this tank next to it. And it's like, I think maybe 1 or 2 degrees more. And one of those pumps are definitely in fault for that. Let's try and see if we can get those bubble away for just a few times. As you can see, there's a bit of algae, but nothing that is bad. Nothing at all. So it's like, it's okay balanced. But still, the shrimpies are not really, let's say, multiplying at all. There are, of course, a few shrimpies, but as you can see, it's pretty hot, and right now there's not really any sun, so the room where they are definitely not as hot as it could be. So maybe I have trouble with the temperature in this tank, as the tank next to it is only 21 degrees. And the tank next to it again is only 20, and this is 23 and a half. So I think this tank is not maybe running well because of the temperature as well. I have to figure both of those out. I will check the pH in this tank, and I will see if I can get a hold on the temperature, which pump it is that is let's say producing maybe a bit too much warm. So yeah, I think that is kind of it for this. I think this is my least favorite tank. So yeah, I'm sorry it's that one you're going to see this time, but I think it's cool to see the good tanks and the bad tanks, as it's not only good tanks I have. I have some tanks that are trouble tanks, and this one is definitely one of the tanks that is a trouble tank. it will probably, let's say it's only the temperature and the maybe and the pH is too high. This would be one of the greatest new Cadena tanks. As yeah, I think it that would be good for them. You see, I have some assassin snails in here taking care of some of the Malaysian trumpet snails that were, let's say, out of hand. And we have a good amount of quitters in here. You can nah, you probably can't see that one there. Yeah, it's okay. It won't focus on that, but that is it's a good amount of stuff in here. We have a lot of leaf, a lot of bark, and there are some beautiful shrimps in here. None of them have come out though in this little snap. Only the bees are out, but I love them as well. But I think they will get a new tank, and we will redo this tank. Find out if it's the pump or the soil that is doing a hassle. And make this tank great again. So that is all for now, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this very bad filmed, very bad tank video. And I will catch you next time, hopefully with a better video and a better tank and some more cool shrimp. That is it for now. Stay shrimpy!